What if I told you that cheating in your love life might reveal something deeper about your career, your business ethics, even your leadership? Well, according to one explosive study, that's exactly what the data shows. The now infamous Ashley Madison data leak didn't just expose millions of people looking for affairs. It also gave researchers a rare opportunity to ask a bold question, which is there a link between personal infidelity and professional misconduct? And the answer is yes, a strong one. So let's unpack the research and what it means for dating, leadership, trust. Back in 2015, the dating site Ashley Madison, which literally marketed itself with the slogan "Life's short, have an affair," was hacked. And the hackers, they released names, emails, credit card details, and even private messages of 30 million, over 30 million users, which of course was a privacy disaster. But for researchers, it was an unexpected gold mine because suddenly you had a massive data set of people who had intentionally signed up to cheat. So, what happens when you match that list with, say, police officers, CEOs and CFOs, financial advisors, people under a SEC investigation? And that's exactly what researchers from the University of Texas and Emory did. And the results were as fascinating as they were uncomfortable. What they did was that they cross-referenced the leaked databases, the Ashley Madison names, with public databases of professional misconduct. And here's what they found. People who used Ashley Madison were over twice as likely to engage in professional misconduct. So let's look at some specifics. Among CEOs and CFOs, those with an Ashley Madison account were 3 times more likely to be involved in SEC enforcement actions, more than twice as likely to have financial restatements, which usually signal accounting errors or fraud. And the financial advisors on the same list also had higher rates of client complaints and regulatory action. And even among police officers, there was a higher likelihood of disciplinary issues. Now, this doesn't, of course, mean that everyone who cheats will cheat at work, but statistically, the pattern was crystal clear. People who lie in one area of life will likely lie in another too. So, why does this happen? From a psychological perspective, all this comes down to what's called moral compartmentalization. The idea that people tell themselves that I'm still a good person even if I do one bad thing. But the brain doesn't work in these neat little boxes. Because when you lower your ethical standards in one area, it will be easier to justify you bending the rules in another. And all this is called a moral slippery slope. And here's something even more interesting. It is that people who engage in infidelity often score higher on traits like narcissism, impulsivity, and entitlement traits, which also increase the likelihood of unethical behaviors in business. Just think about it, like you're dating someone new to you. What is their attitude toward loyalty, honesty, keeping promises? These traits don't only affect your potential relationship with this person. All this is also a window into how they navigate their life. So this isn't just about like gossip or scandal. It's about trust. It's an insight into how a person handles their integrity, their character, the importance that truth have in their life and in their relationships. In all these various settings, in relationships, in business, in friendships, in leadership, because the reality is that character is consistent. Even though we might like to think that we humans, we can compartmentalize, but in psychology, in science, the opposite is often true. So if someone's willing and able to deceive their partner, what really would stop them from deceiving a business partner or a client, boss, a colleague, or their company? So whether you are hiring someone or dating someone or choosing who to trust, ask yourself, how do they treat the people closest to them when no one's watching? And if you found this video thought-provoking or given you some new insights, I'd love you to subscribe because I make these kinds of videos every week. where psychology meets real life. And please tell me in the comments, do you think that personal integrity always reflects professional behavior too? Or could someone be a good boss but a bad partner? And next up in the series is I'm diving into how to spot the dishonest dater in the first 3 dates. Don't miss it. So, see you in the next one.